Radhe Radhe students, today I am going to start a new chapter, Force and Newton's Law of Motion. This chapter is very, very important for exam point of view. You will get at least 4 to 5 questions from this chapter in your school exam or various science olympiad. So this chapter is important, and indirectly you will get many questions from this chapter in other chapter, because you will come across the situation in which you have to find force in electrostatic chapter between two charges, in gravitation chapter between two masses, in magnetism between two poles, south pole and north pole. So this is related to several chapters of physics. So this is most important chapter of physics. Okay, so let's start learning this chapter. So we will start with force, definition of force. So force is a kind of push or pull which will apply to any object, and after application of this force, it can change or try to change position of any object. For example, if I apply force on this board, then due to my force, this board is not moving, right? So here I can say that my force is not making any change in a state of this board. So force may change state of any object, or it may try to change state of that object. Okay. So forces are divided in various categories, among which on the basis of its application, it is divided in two types: contact and non-contact forces. So those forces which require physical contact to apply on any object are named as contact forces, and those who does not require to make any physical contact to apply on any object are named as non-contact force. For example, tension force, normal reaction force, friction force are examples of contact force. And non-contact force acts between uh, particle like charges. Two charges can attract or repel each other when they are placed far away from each other. There is no need to physically make contact between them. Similarly, you can also relate non-contact force with Earth and the Sun, because Earth revolve around the Sun in almost circular path, and we all know that to move any object in circular path, a centripetal force is required, and here gravitational force supply this centripetal force, or gravitational force will act as centripetal force. So we can see clearly that there is no contact between physical contact between Earth and the Sun. Still, this force is acting. So we can say that gravitational force is a non-contact force. Now we will see what is couple. If two forces are acting on a rod in different direction, this is force F and this force is F. And if separation between these two forces is suppose L, then if someone asks you to find net force acting on this rod, then your answer should be 0, because one force is acting from downward direction and other from upward direction. Both are acting in opposite direction, and we all know that if two forces are acting in opposite direction, then net force on any object is equal to 0. So F net is 0, but still you will see that this object will start rotating about its center. So here, what is there which is making it rotate? That term is known as couple. So couple is equal to force, either force F into gap between these forces, perpendicular distance between these two forces, which is equal to L. So here couple equal to F into L. Okay. So what should be unit of this couple? Unit is force into distance. So unit of force is Newton and unit of distance is meter. So SI unit of couple is Newton meter. Can you guess any other physical quantity whose unit is also this Newton meter? Work done. Yes, work done has also same unit, Newton meter. So now we will learn what is equilibrium. Okay. So equilibrium in physics, we say any object in equilibrium if net force acting on that object is 0, or all forces acting on any object is balanced. So there are two kind of equilibrium: translational equilibrium and rotational equilibrium. So for translational equilibrium, net force on any object must be equal to 0. So now we will learn about balanced and unbalanced forces. Because if balance forces are acting on a system, then only we can say that that system is in equilibrium. So balance forces are those forces which does not bring about any change in state of any object. Suppose object is initially at rest, then it will continue to be in same state after application of this balance force. And if you apply unbalanced force on any system, then the state of that object will definitely change. Next term is here center of gravity. Like center of mass is a location where whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. Similarly, center of gravity is a location where whole weight of the body is supposed to be concentrated. Uniform circular uniform motion. What is uniform motion? If balance forces are acting on a system, any system can be in uniform motion if and only if no forces or balance forces are acting on that system. What is uniform motion? Definition of uniform motion is a body is said to be in uniform motion if it is moving with constant velocity. Constant velocity means both in magnitude and direction. So let's move to next slide. Now we will learn about inertia. So can you define inertia? Inertia is natural tendency of any object to maintain its initial state. So inertia are of three types. Inertia of rest. That means if any object is initially at rest, then it will try to maintain its rest state unless expelled by unbalanced external force. And if a body is in motion, then it will continue to be in motion unless unbalanced external force acts on it. And inertia of direction means if any object is moving in a particular direction, then it will continue to be moving in same direction unless expelled by some unbalanced external force. Okay. So Newton, now we will start Newton first law. So Newton first law is related with inertia of the object. So Newton first law states that a body continue to be in a state of rest or uniform motion, not simply motion, it's uniform motion. A body continue to be in a state of rest and uniform motion unless expelled by unbalanced external force. So this is Newton's first law. So that's all in this lecture, student. See you in next lecture, and in that lecture we will continue with Newton's second law of motion. Okay, thank you. Radhe Radhe.